All right, let's go ahead and let's solve this compound inequality. First of all, we know this is a compound inequality because you can notice there are two inequality signs. So I know this is an and problem. And in order to make it a little easier to solve, I'm going to go ahead and put some dotted lines underneath my inequality signs, okay, which this is nicely going to separate this inequality into three parts: a left side, a middle side, and a right side. So in order to solve like I would any other equality, I want to isolate my variable, which is going to be in the middle, by using inverse operations. So the first thing I need to do is move this -8, and I can do that by adding 8. So again, because I'm adding 8 in the middle, I'm also going to add 8 to the left and the right side. This will cancel. I'm going to bring down my -2x. I'm bringing down my inequality signs. -10 plus 8 is -2. 4 plus 8 is 12. Okay, in order to isolate the variable, I need to divide by -2. Okay, and again, I hear little bells going off in my head because I know when I divide by a negative, that means I need to flip my inequality signs. I'll bring that one down. I forgot about that one. Okay, and this still stands true for compound inequalities. So my less than sign is going to change to greater, and my less than or equal to is going to change to greater than or equal to. So -2 divided by -2 is 1, and 12 divided by 2 is -6. Now you may remember from earlier in the notes that I had mentioned that this is not really the best way to write this inequality. When we list our answers to compound inequalities, we like to have the smaller number on the left side, the bigger number on the right side, and then some form of less than. And as you will notice, this is a little bit backwards. So I'm going to rewrite this. Okay, I keep my x in the middle. So -6 is my smaller number. 1 is my larger number, so I'm going to move these. And since I flipped the order, I need to make sure I keep the signs with the appropriate number. Okay, so I read this as x is greater than -6. So x is greater than -6. Remember, we read that backwards. And x is less than or equal to 1. Okay, so my signs change. Notice I'm making sure this one has the or equal to with the 1, and this one doesn't. Okay, so now I need to go ahead and graph. So notice the number line that I'm given here doesn't have numbers on it, so I'm just going to label my -6 is my smaller number, my 1 is my larger number. I should have an open circle at -6, a closed circle at +1. And again, when I read this, x is less than or equal to 1, so I'm shading this way, and x is greater than -6. So again, because this is an and problem, I'm only shading the part that they have in common, or the intersection. So that means I'm shading the middle piece. And that's it.